Hello students, in the last class we derived the expression for rate constant of a first order reaction and zero order reaction. In this class we can derive the expression for half-life for the first order and zero order reaction. First consider half-life expression for zero order reaction. Before going to the derivation, first we consider the definition of the half-life period. Half-life period denoted by the symbol T off. Half-life period means it is the time required to complete the half of the reaction. Time required to complete the half of the reaction is called half-life period. Time required to complete the half of the reaction. Half of the reaction means to reduce initial concentration exactly to its half of the value. The time required we called as an half-life period. It is denoted by T off or T 50%. Instead of T off, you can also consider T 50%. Then you can consider the derivation for half-life of a zero order reaction. To derive that half-life expression for zero order reaction, first consider the rate constant of a zero order reaction. Integrated rate equation for zero order reaction, that is K equals to R naught minus R. R naught minus R by T. R naught minus R by T. This is the integrated rate equation for a zero order reaction. Already we considered the definition of the half-life period. Time required to complete the half of the reaction or time required to reduce the initial concentration. That R naught as the initial concentration. Initial concentration to half of its value. R naught by 2. That R becomes R naught by 2. Initial concentration as the R naught. The R value it become equal to R naught by 2. The time required we can call it as an half-life period. That is when T becomes T off. When T equals to T off, the R value, concentration of the R value becomes R naught by 2. This is according to the definition. Time required to reduce the initial concentration of the reactant to half of its value. It is called half-life. When the T is T of R value, it is equal to R naught by 2. Substitute in the above expression. Then K equals to R naught minus R value is R naught by 2 divided by T becomes T off. T becomes T off. Then R naught minus R naught by 2, it is taken as that is K equals to R naught minus R naught by 2 divided by T off. If you simplify R naught minus R naught by 2, it is taken as the R naught divided by 2 into T off. Finally, T off equal to, we require the expression for half-life. T off equal to R naught divided by 2K. Cross multiply this K and T off, we get expression. That is T off equal to R naught by 2K. That means here K is constant. Here K is constant. Then half-life 2 is also a constant. Half-life of a zero order reaction. Half-life of a zero order reaction directly proportional to initial concentration of the reactant. Half-life of a zero order reaction directly proportional to initial concentration. You have to derive up to here. T of equal to R naught by 2K. This question carries a 2 mark. First, K equals to R naught minus R by T. When T equals to T of R becomes R naught by 2. Substitute and simplify.
then we get T of equal to R naught by 2K. Next, consider half-life expression for first order reaction. Consider half-life expression for first order reaction. In annual exam, they can ask, instead of derived half-life expression, they can also consider half-life of a first order reaction is independent of initial concentration of the reactant. Like this, they can ask, show that half-life of a first order reaction is independent of the initial concentration of the reactant. Both are same. At that time, first we consider a rate constant, integrated rate equation for rate constant of a first order reaction as K equal to 2.303 by T log of R naught by R. K equals to 2.303 by T log of R naught by R. Same. When T becomes T off, when T is offline, then the R value become equal to R naught by 2. R become equal to R naught by 2. R equal to R naught by 2. Then substitute these two terms in the above expression, we get K equal to 2.303 divided by T of log of R naught divided by R naught by 2. R naught by 2. If you simplify, then we get, if this R naught get cancelled, then K equal to 2.303 divided by T of this R naught and R naught get cancelled. That 2 comes to the numerator, becomes log 2. Then that log 2 value K equals to 2.303 by T of log 2 value is taken as 0.3010. 0.3010. If you observe the clock table, you get the log 2 value 0.3010. 2.303 into 0.3010 can be taken as K equals to 0.693. If you multiply these two terms, you get 0.693 by T of, finally T of equal to 0.693 by K. This is the expression for half-life of a first order reaction. You observe this half-life of first order reaction does not contain initial concentration term. There is no concentration term in this expression. Hence, half-life is independent of the initial concentration of the reactant. If they ask why half-life of first order independent of initial concentration of reactant, means half-life expression not contains initial concentration term. Hence, it is independent of the concentration of the reactant. This question carries a 2 mark. Very, very important. For 2 marks, by using this new formula, they can ask the numerical. They are given that half-life value. They are asked that to calculate the rate constant value. If you use this formula, definitely you get the 1 mark. This is about the half-life expression for the first order reaction. Next, consider the very most important term, Arrhenius equation. Arrhenius equation. This equation, this can ask for 2 marks. Write the Arrhenius equation and explain the term. That Arrhenius equation is given by the formula K is equal to A into e power minus A by RT. Arrhenius equation given by the formula K is equal to A into e power minus A by RT. Very, very important one. This equation is called Arrhenius equation. They can consider, they ask, explain any two terms. Then it carries 2 marks, where K is called as the rate constant. K is the rate constant. A is the Arrhenius factor. A is the Arrhenius factor. EA is the activation energy. EA is the activation energy. T is the absolute temperature. Absolute temperature. R is the universal gas constant. R is universal gas constant, and E is the exponential factor. Exponential factor. This is about the Arrhenius equation. Arrhenius equation given by the formula K is equal to A into e power minus EA by RT. K is called rate constant, A is the Arrhenius factor, EA is the activation energy, T is the absolute temperature, R is the universal gas constant, and E is the pre-exponential factor. This is very important for the 2 marks. Similarly, we consider two more points. They can repeatedly ask for the 1 mark. Next concept is criteria for effective collision. Criteria for effective collision. This is important for the 2 marks. Criteria for effective collision. Any reaction to be effective, that is reactant converted into product, we have to consider the criteria, condition for the effective collision. One is the energy of activation. Energy of activation. Energy of activation. Second criteria is proper orientation. Proper orientation of molecules. The molecules have sufficient energy, that is activation energy, then they undergo effective collision. One more criteria is, even if they contain activation energy, if there is no proper orientation of the molecules, if they not properly collide, then also they not yields the product. Hence, these two are the important conditions for effective collision. One is an activation energy, energy of activation. Another one is the proper orientation of the molecules. This is very important. Each point carries a 1 mark. Then last 1 mark question is collision frequency. Collision frequency. Collision frequency. Collision frequency means the number of collisions. Number of collisions occurs. Number of collisions occurs per second. Per second. Per unit volume. Number of collisions occurs per second per unit volume is commonly called collision frequency. This carries a 1 mark. Collision frequency, define collision frequency means number of collisions occurs per second per unit volume. These are important for 1 mark and the 2 mark. Next class we can consider other very important questions.